It's simply entitled, I Thank You Coal Miners. I thank you coal miners who are living in debt, you brave men and women who face fear and dread. I thank you coal miners who go way underground to extract the coal that is earthly bound. I thank you coal miners for risking your lives, where the sun never shines and the moisture never dries. I thank you coal miners for your service and plight. I'll never take it for granted when I turn on my light. Thank you.
Thanks, Glenn. Next up we have McTaggart.
All right. Before I started, I wanted to make a little announcement. A friend of mine, William DeVault, who is a local poet who's from around here, he's starting up a new website for fiction, nonfiction, and poetry. It's called Renaissance5.com. And I think the first issue is slated for, it's an online magazine slated for August. I think the content for that is basically going to be content from editors and such. And then for the next issue, we'll be soliciting poets from around the world, because there's several editors, and we'll be soliciting from, groups of people we know. And so when that time comes around, I want to make some copies of the guidelines and submit them at the next meeting. And maybe would like to submit. Bring 2 or 3 pieces that you really think would work well, and if you want to see them online, we'll read through them and get back to you on it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. Good to you.
Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on it. Okay, I'm going to read from my latest book here. It's called Diner Poems. Like I was telling that girl there, I love diners, and anytime I see a new one, I just gotta go in it. They're like places where you can see a whole new world almost. You just slip in from the outside and you can just disappear for a while. So these are some poems that I wrote while sitting in diners. Strains of Gray. Static-filled country music plays from a spatter-stained AM radio. Behind the service counter of the small-town diner, the static rattles louder every time the waitress leans to pour coffee for a man who sits still in stale air. Strands of gray pepper his black mane and coffee-soaked mustache, barely revealing his lower lip. More than half his cigarette is ash, burning bright as smoke rises slower than thoughts can form. Another waitress, lingering, removes a pencil from her hair bun to complete a nagging crossword clue. Her narrow face etched with too many years of wearing the same uniform every day. Old men seated in front of her tap their empty coffee cups. She leans over just when my song was getting good. An assortment of entrees. There is always a muffled din of dishes rattling under a constant hiss of running water, a siren song that becomes more loud and more clear every time the waitress opens the kitchen door with her backside. Sometimes juggling an assortment of entrees or brandishing a pot of coffee, ready to quench the gullet of parched porcelain at a moment's notice. Because everybody there knows it's not the consumer, but the cup that dies of thirst. She swerves into a cloud, blown by a mustached man, smiling, proud to have breathed her way, almost laughing out loud, but the smoke has stolen his gasp as he chokes on a gurgling rasp, reaching out too late in time to slap her on the ass. He thinks, so close and yet so far. He lays his money on the bar as he moves on to find another set of sucks with legs to pour his coffee with his blue plate ham and eggs.